Do not take it personally. You can't be 100% perfect fit for your husband or your wife's needs. Hello Mayumi darlings, welcome back to Mayumi TV. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mayumi, and for today I'm just feeling a bit chatty, so if you have the time, please grab a seat and have some drink and let's just have a chit chat. For today, I'm just gonna, this is just gonna be free flow. Usually when I make my videos, it's very well structured. I know exactly what I want to say because I just don't want to digress and just suddenly talk about everything under the sun because I can be talkative, So I guess we're gonna try this format out and see how long I'm gonna be able to just keep on talking. I'm gonna share with you what my thoughts are on how to become a better partner, why you're not a better partner to your husband, to your wife, to your girlfriend, to your boyfriend, reasons why you suck. Reasons why you are in a toxic relationship, your partner's toxic, you're toxic, who knows? Sometimes we are in a relationship and we know that there's something wrong with it. You compare it to others. Obviously, if you compare it, nothing's ever going to be good enough because the grass is always greener on the other side. But deep down inside, you know there's something wrong. Like when you were little, where logic did not make sense, you just go for your gut feeling, this is not how relationships should be. And I'll tell you why you are not in a good relationship. Well, maybe that's a bad way of putting it, maybe I'm overhyping it, but basically what I want to say, how to improve your relationship, how to become a better partner. And one thing, the first thing that you must do to become a better partner to your husband, to your wife, girlfriend, or boyfriend is to understand what your love language is. So before understanding what his love language is, think about what yours is. What do you want? How do you feel loved? Alright, for anyone who have not known of this before I mentioned it, basically there are 5 love languages. So one would be words of affirmation, second would be touch, third would be gift, fourth would be service, and fifth would be quality time. Quality time is basically you like or enjoy being around that person and spending time with them and actually just focusing on them. That's quality time. Second would be gifts. There are types of people who feel loved and appreciated when they receive gifts. Third would be service. So some partners love to serve you. They love to cook for you, love to fetch you, take you to work, things like that. Fourth would be words of affirmation. I fall under this category. Words of affirmation would be, I feel love when someone says, I love you. And someone actually blurts out the words, I appreciate everything you do. So it's word heavy. I'm auditory, I need to hear it. So fifth would be touch. So these are the ones that do not survive long distance relationships. Those that need to have physical affection. They love to hug. These are important to them. Obviously, you can't have all 5 as a priority for your love language. You must have dominant ones. Like say for me, my most dominant one would be words of affirmation, and second would be touch. And actually before, touch was my 5th one. It was my last one. But my partner's number 1 love language is actually touch. His second is service. So I'm a very lucky girl. But first is touch. So I wasn't really touchy. I wasn't really tactile or affectionate. So I'm not really used to hugging or, just touching. I'm not really used to that, or I don't put value to that. But my husband does. So I've learned to actually be a lot more tactile. I've noticed that I feel like I show him my affection by saying it. I love you, darling. But he does not feel it when I say it because he wants to be touched. So whenever I'm saying something, I must touch his shoulder, must touch his hand or his heart, like, and tell him, I love you, darling. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry for saying this. So that way, both of our love languages are actually being shown, because he receives the way he wants to be loved and I get to show it the way I want to show it. So at the same time, he also has to adjust. So that's basically the one thing that you guys have to determine. If it's new for you, there's a link down below. I'll put it down below so that you can do further research. Actually, there are tests to see what you value most out of this 5. And after trying to evaluate what you value, it's also important to obviously think about how your partner perceives the love language. So you must meet in the middle. So you can't be like, say, your husband loves to serve you, and then you don't want to serve him back. There must be a compromise for you guys to actually feel the same way, Because more often than not, you want to be loved the way you show your love. I want to hear I love you the same way as I love to say I love you. Does that make sense? So that's one thing that you guys have to focus on. Once that's out of the way, second thing is communication. Now, a lot of people on YouTube, on wherever, maybe your friends, your parents, everyone says that communication is really good, that it's number one priority whenever you are in a relationship. But it's easier said than done. Let me tell you what I think, how I think that actually shifted how our relationship went or how we are dealing with our relationship. I realized, and this stemmed from the fact that we are both from different countries, I realized that it is my responsibility to make my partner understand where I'm coming from, to make him understand why this is important for me, why I'm doing this way, and why he needs to do it this way. So everything that's going on in here, it's my responsibility to make him understand. It's also my responsibility to introduce myself to him. He doesn't know me. I know myself. Whenever there's something that offends me, I must actually communicate that with him in a language that he would understand. Now, not everyone will probably speak the same language or may not be on top of actually speaking it, but you can probably discuss it in a certain way that both of you would understand. Even sign languages would even work. These are human nature or human emotions. You don't need to use jargons or deep words to make your partner understand why you're hurt, why you're happy, why you're appreciated. So that's really important, because the moment that I realized that I needed to make him understand where I'm coming from and vice versa, we just started communicating better. I feel like our communication was really good even from the onset, but it has been even better after I realized that. Alright, what other things do I have on how to make a better relationship? I'm gonna leave this as the last one because it's actually really good. I'm sure there's a lot of other things that I feel are important whenever you are in a relationship, if that makes sense. So the third thing that I think you guys should consider when you are in a relationship and you want to make it better is to understand what your partner needs. Let's tackle something that's quite touchy. Some partners have difficulty to commit to marry a woman, or a man. Some people have commitment issues. When you are in a relationship like that, you have to consider, why does my partner have commitment issues? And on the other hand, why is my partner demanding this from me? Does she need security? What is she insecure about? Asking those questions would shift your mindset and actually just start to unravel things that you haven't even thought about. Another touchy subject, cheating. Why does my husband want to sleep with other girls? Things like that. You have to start with, what are your partner's needs? Do they need security? Do they need affection from other women, for instance? Do they need fun and excitement, thrill? There are different needs that not one person can actually provide to the partner. So you have to also internalize, am I able to provide this to you? And if the answer is no, do not take it personally. You can't be 100% perfect fit for your husband or your wife's needs. That's why you can't just be in a bubble wherein it's just the two of you. That's the reason why your partner and you have parents, have siblings, have friends, have co-workers, have a community. Because there's lots of things that we need as people that not just one person can provide. So you have to not take that personally. Anyway, I think this was a very serious talk. I'm not sure if this is gonna be good enough for me to post, but please let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Is this a good video? I'm not sure. Let me know. If you wanted to continue, please leave some requests on topics that you want me to discuss. I'm thinking of having a podcast actually. I still don't have a proper microphone for that and a setup, but I'm actually considering it. Maybe that would be good. Maybe I can ask some of you to call in and tell me your problems. You know what? Funny, because funny thing is, me as a person, if you would brand me, well, I guess I have different brands, right? There are different labels, but if there's one thing that people would talk to me about, it's always about the problems. I have heaps of friends that I'm not even talking to regularly. It could be years. And then suddenly they'll be like talking to me because they have a huge problem that they don't even talk to friends that they actually talk to every day. You know, so I guess that's maybe that's a good thing. A lot of people brand me as someone that they can share their problems with and give okay advice. I don't know. Please give this video a thumbs up if you agree, or if you like this video, or if you want to help this channel out. Share this video too and subscribe. Thank you very much. I'll see you on my next one. Bye guys.